Hi there, Selective Collective. This is actually for the night owls that you find yourself resonating with creativity at nighttime. That is me. That is usually what I'm doing. Usually up until, I don't know, 3 or 4 in the morning. So anyway, yeah, this is for the night owls then. Hope you guys are doing good. If I can find out how to insert a slot of what I saw today, I will. A picture that I caught of this stray cat that lives like kind of in the woods back there. It is wild, like, okay, wild. And, yeah, I was just like trying to meditate in the sun. And this cat comes running by with a big bird in its mouth. I'm like, whoa. That's the most like feral thing I've seen. It's the most wild it's gotten around here, other than groundhogs being caught and shipped up the mountain. I see a lot of stuff, but man, yeah, I'll try to insert it. So how's your day been? That's kind of how my day's been, is just seeing how wild nature can be. I was just like talking to a brown bird this morning. Hope it's not that one. The siren. I wasn't really expecting that in the castle. Well, there's just a knowing of what you all are creating right now with the womb. There's a knowing of what you are creating because you have reset yourself to 0 point. So you have reset yourself to 0 point. You have done the dive into the unconscious aspects of ourself made conscious. You are very aware. You comprehend. Comprehende? My mom used to say that. Yeah, you comprehend a lot. You have a wide open awareness, even of the things, to be aware that there are unconscious aspects in the world, things we do not know yet, and that the awareness, this consciousness, there's no real limit, like it keeps on expanding as we do. That's the experience I feel of as close as you're gonna get to like eternity here in this body, is what you're experiencing, like this regal, spiritually royal type of person here, or at least your soul is. I'm picking up on night owls. I mean, just in specific, because they were talking about that like right before I decided, like, what do I talk about? Do I talk about anything? And they're like, how about your day? It's been crazy with the bird. So, yeah, you're feeling good in your skin. And that's a really good place to be. You're feeling good with your knowing thus far, too. Whatever it is, I feel like it's a spiritual practice. Could be Christ consciousness, where there's this... It was always expressed about the knowing, through those teachings. But the Gnostics, just in general, the Gnostics too, I think that you've explored a lot of spirituality. You're very secure in who you are, and it's showing on the outside, and your aura is beautiful, right? The siren, it's not only beautiful, it's alluring, or it's attracting everything. Because the castle is having, the penthouse is having, now I probably wouldn't even choose a penthouse. If I had the choice, it would probably be like a cabin in the woods somewhere, or, that would be good. But it would still be like my castle, right? So maybe this is what you're trying to make for yourself. You know, you could have a dream here of living by the ocean or by a body of water, feeling like you move in water very easily. The Sirens. Some of you all have a lot of heavy water placements in your chart, or are water signs, but I'm picking up all signs here for the collective, all signs. Specific group though, because you're coming upon a time of being able to manifest things that make people green with envy, okay? When you reach this level here where it's just kind of, you're attracting it in, there's a knowing that you're connected to everything. That's the ocean, the everything, the whole thing. And you are the whole ocean in one drop, but you do have to have that knowing to function as the conscious magician archetype, whatever magic you're doing. Maybe there's Enochian magic here or something like that. Maybe that's why I'm picking up on Gnostics, and not that they necessarily are involved with that. There's just a link between myself and like viewing both of those things in my life, like how I view them. They connect to me. That's probably a personal opinion. I could get on as far as comparing why I think some things are kind of like related together, even though they're not. But one is known as spiritually out there, the Enochian magic. You know, it was made by like John D. and was it Kelly something, or I don't know. It was a long time ago. Like, we're talking long time ago, hundreds of years ago. Said that they were channeling divine beings, angelic beings. And most of the time, if you read his books and stuff, he talks about like, hey, can you get me some money for next week? I mean, so that might be why people didn't take it as seriously, maybe as it should. Yeah, so, okay, a little tidbit of information. Enochian magic uses words they claim are channeled through the angelic language, right? I have the dictionary around here somewhere. So the name for basically saying I am all that I am, like the I am statement, you would say ZIRDO loss, ZIRDO, and then the next word would be loss, ZIRDO loss, and that's the phrase for it. So there's something here about your magic, whether that relates to you literally, it probably doesn't. Most things come in as a story, a metaphor for you for what's going on. They're saying some kind of magic is brewing, and it's good, and it's potent, it's strong. You have all this green energy. Beautiful for the heart chakra, the fourth chakra. Yeah. Ant Spirit says time to collaborate, time to work together on maybe the magician energy, as that's a number one. And you have another card about that. Okay, super important that you as collective, like I'm talking to you, we're all in this together, right? So we're all supposed to be working for the highest good. Well, if you're on that path, you don't have to be necessarily, and there wouldn't really be any judgment from me, because I understand you have to have the dark with the light here, as far as the experience. That's how the experience goes. But usually the people that I'm tapping into here, we have things coming about because of the knowing of what is true. And to me, so that gnosis is saying, you know, you are a divine being, and so are you, and so are you, and we're here collectively dreaming. Why not collectively make that dream the most beneficial and positive experience for you, and you, is what I think. And just knowing that there's such a big homeless problem right now everywhere is really something that like we should all be working on together, right? Because it's like inexcusable at this point of our consciousness of I am you. Anything that's happening to you is affecting each and every one, because it's a collective dream. It's a ripple. that energy will be transferred. If you're seeing somebody else experiencing it, you'll experience it too in some way. So we're all here to work together for the best results. And that's why. It's because it gives the best results. For the highest good means that you're not the only one who benefits. You're not the only one who benefits, and because of that, loving, almost selfless approach, but it's actually a balance in between self-service and service. You can't be 100% anything. I mean, I guess you could, but then you're getting, I don't know. I have opinions on that, about what I think would help us work together. So the bee spirit, sweet results away, especially when you're working in a hive, in harmony, as a good... as the collective that obviously is wanting to have a lot to experience. I feel like money and the eco services the environment would be looked at. You would be caring a lot, and that's interesting. Did you see that there's some kind of article that was talking about the bee being manufactured or genetically manufactured, like to carry some type of virus, but then I've also heard they were going kind of extinct, and that's not the right, that you don't want that insect to go. I know that for sure. Too beneficial. So yeah, we're all ants. Heard of the ant people? The ant people, they're supposed to be like the doctors, almost very similar to the mantis beings as far as their like rank or royalty, the way that they were talked about in the past. Great builders of society. So yeah, okay, slow and steady wins the race. The turtle spirit. So you're getting there. There's even a creation theory with the turtle spirit, about the whole world being put on that. So it's like wherever you go, there's your home here with this turtle spirit. May have a little bit of a nomad feel for some of you all. Some of you all that don't want to build a castle and stay there. Some of you all that want to travel. Lots of sea references here. What up? Porcupine spirit. Time for a beginner mind. Time for a beginner mind. It's like the full energy, isn't it? Oh, and crow spirit. I love crow spirit. And I have this little frog spirit too. There is a frog outside. Frog spirit, clear the clutter. Crow spirit, co-create with spirit. This is very magical. It's that energy coming through again. It's very magical. You know what? I have another animal deck. Let's use it. Tell me what spirit to call on for this new beginning. And, oh yeah, I've got another message for you, because I was going to do a reading on cards that I had already laid out, kind of were looking and studying over, but I didn't. So I'll tell you though what the card said. It said North Node on it. It said Libra season, or I think it was like October, November. It was between then. For something to be changing significantly with your North Node, or the pathway that is in that direction. What turtle happens to be on the bottom? 2 turtles. And a unicorn. Frog spirit says clear out the clutter. Also, empaths that are absorbing a lot of energy at this time, make sure you're doing some sort of, I don't know, even a shower ritual, you know, where you're cleansing yourself, washing your aura, as well as it's mind, body, spirit, right? So you are the unicorn, in touch with your, what is this, our 6th chakra? It is our 3rd eye area, or what is connected to the pineal gland, and is responsible for us having basically like clear insight or connection with our intuition, and we would form that in different ways. We could visualize it, we could feel it in a different way, a sensation in the body, but it could be connected to the third eye, right? Like if you get a feeling, even a claircognizance could be connected with your third eye. Keeping that channel nice and clean, or at least cleaned up, I guess is what they're talking about, is that crystal clear connection information that you're getting through that area. So if you've had any kind of, maybe if there's been any activations, you might have felt pressure, you know, kind of in that general area where you would say your third eye would be. That can be, especially if it's like come and go fairly quick. Always go to your doctor if you're having an actual issue, right? That lasts a while. Bat on the black egg. Oh, I like that one. That one's very unique to me. First card I've ever seen like that. The black egg is your throat chakra. It's your authentic voice. So it's not just about the vocal voice. It's about the voice that we have when we're doing our artwork or when we're being creative. How we express ourselves. Some people like to express themselves a lot through their dress or their attire. And that's speaking through that chakra. That's expression. That's the area of expression. And so, yeah, this is a new chapter. Here's the bat. This is the end of one chapter, and it represents a new chapter coming in. Where I'm telling you, you're being the most authentic you are, because you know what you can attract in, and that's why you're allowing that energy to vibrate through you. You know, the siren. So get ready for a new chapter. You do have the divine feminine energy with the moon, can represent the cycles in life. And so stages or timing, you know, could be about like full moon. There can be something here on the next full moon. I don't know when that is. You could put it in the comments if you know it. Do have like a moon behind the unicorn there with the 6th chakra also. So 5th and 6th chakra, and the bat. And I think that this reading for you all showing up to this one is talking about something really shifting around October or November. I do feel like it has to do with your work or what you're going to receive, that's lined up with not just wealth, but like your creativity, your dharma, your north node. It's something. So that might be why they're saying, hey, get busy right now, or get used to like getting busy, because I see you're going to get busy, and they are wanting you to clear and make more room with the frog spirit. You know, they're saying, here, make some room in here. Need to clear this crap out, whatever it is, you know, if you have drawers that just hold stuff you don't look at for years, pull those drawers out, throw everything away. That's what I usually do. I go through and I will throw everything away for a few days. So that's probably what I'm going to do too. You're making room for something physical that's going to happen this year. So, yeah. All right, well, let's look at the Kipper-ish deck. Wasn't really ready to close out quite yet. But the horse is the divine feminine energy, but we think it of the earth energy here. So finances and stability, but also like reward, because your effort is worth it here. You know what you're worth, and you're getting that. Now, what you do with the money will be, of course, up to you. It could be creative work, too, by the way, you all, with this sea serpent here. I think this is the 2nd chakra, or the area where the Kundalini seat is. I think it's 2nd. You have protection here with 93. So you are protected, and interesting that you're... That's like saying here, your divine, authentic soul is always like protected anyway. It's always protected. No matter what happens here. Yeah, no matter even the emotional pain that you experience here or things that you might be picking up empathetically. Yeah, you have that egg of protection. And it's blue too. Which is throat chakra area. So it lines up really well. You're protected because you are a sweetheart. So look, you give off, like I say, you give off a lot of love. And the energy, your aura, it gives off the feeling of, like, I'm content and happy because I really am content and happy. Like, I'm getting what I want when I want it really now because my alignment is there. And so just because you haven't seen it yet, you're like, no, I'm already there. Like, that's the attitude I'm picking up on, is it's already manifest. Not a doubt, actually. Not a doubt. And so you're able to be a sweetheart because your energy is not conflicted on the inside. You know what you're worth, you know what you want, and you know what you want to experience, and you know that that's all it really takes. So your manifestation is protected. You have a lot of magic, crow spirit, raven spirit peeking out again. There's something here about this being in your... I don't know, your, like your purpose to be successful. Maybe some of you are single, if that's your new chapter coming up. Do I have Jezebel? I try not to, like, demonize, though, too much. I mean, look, this is the energy of somebody who's really tapped into, I guess, being comfortable with whatever, sexual, or comfortable with sexuality. It might be that. It might even be that spirit. It might not be the spirit where it's like something to fear. I'm not really big on fear teachings at all. So something good, and there's a light side to everything, is what I think. So this mature woman is probably an empress. Whether you're coupled with someone or not, I think that this is what your big new chapter is going to be about. Is single, sexy, and successful. Because, I mean, sexy, Jezebel, Siren, and I'm not getting, like, bad stuff from that. I'm not picking up any bad storyline. I think there's a cat trying to get it. I think... Oh, I'm trying to get out. There you go. Okay. I kept hearing something. Oh, okay. With some jealousy or envy because you're about to get unexpected money. You manifested it. Don't feel bad. Don't feel bad. Don't feel, what is that, when we feel bad for receiving something if somebody else hasn't, like, at some level, definitely let go of that because you can do a lot of good things. Yeah, divination, achievement, and I truly feel like this is how somebody might feel over you. This lust, Jezebel, I don't know, somebody might look at you, you know, might be confused by, they're just like more into like your aura or your look or how you make them feel, something like that. I don't think you're bothered with that, like, too much here. I think you're focused on yourself, your money, your work, your attitude. You're divinating. You already know that something's coming. You resonate with the readings that are like, oh yeah, no, there's definitely success lined up here, right? All right. Just stand up. And so peace is here. Connect with the Holy Spirit. I definitely get that with the olive branch, or maybe even it might be a Gnostic type of religious feel, but or whatever. There's peace. Comes through spirit. It's representing the peace that comes through spirit. The peace and the solutions offered and the revelations, the divine insights that the spirit can give you. I call it the Holy Spirit. It can be called many different things, right? And it can be different things. Let me say that. It depends on what you want your perspective. There isn't all as one, but here you can do that. You can also choose who you want to work with or who you would like to be a team with. Maybe because you're pioneering something, that's on the bottom. So determined, you know, and you may be leading a team or being called soon to lead a team. Maybe it has to do with this new chapter in October. Yeah. Yeah, I bet it does. Okay, for some of you all, it's going to be sooner than October. Well, I don't know. What it is, it's going to be 2, 3. No, that might, well, September, maybe August or September. This says 3 to 6 months. The summer energy, and it also has the mother on there, so it might be more so about communication. That's crazy. You have 2222 with telephone connection, communication, getting through. Tell me about what happens in the summer months here then. Contract or you get due process, you get justice here, you have the scales balancing out. Person of fire. It's who you are, because here's the mirror too. So this is who you are, no matter what your sign is. Come into this reading because it matches all of the other energy that's here. You are this person of fire, the trend-setting leader. You're confident, visionary. You are like a catalyst. All right, you're the one that gets things started. You're confident, energetic. You'd be considered a visionary. I said that right. And entrepreneur, sexy, right? Outgoing, creative, ruthless, courageous, strong-willed. And it says teacher, actress, entrepreneur, artist, PR. I mean, it could be anything here, but you may be doing something off on your own and getting your own team. Well, I'm glad we got that, so I didn't look like a liar. Yeah, your October date. I know. This one, though, was the card that came out with the North Node, which is not out here, but it did come out here earlier. So you're seeing very clearly here. You are self-aware, they're saying. You're aware, so you know about like the ego too. It's not a shadow aspect. It's pretty integrated, I would say. And so we're always kind of looking to improve here, or just be. It depends on what stage you're at, or of awareness, and what stage you're at regarding the masculine and feminine energies, you know, as to what's going on, what you're working on. I feel like you're manifesting, though, a new chapter here. And it's, yeah, it's going to be the one where the mirror is reflecting back to you more accurately now that you're more aware of all of the like things that cause that image or projection. And you have more, little bit more control. All right. Oh, yeah, I was going to do angel number message. And I'll wrap it up. $11, which is like a 2. You have a keen awareness of what's happening around you. A strong intuition is your gift, and it will help you understand the unspoken feelings and thoughts of others. Yes, so because not only are you empathetic or an empath, you're picking up on the information, but you also know how to interpret it accurately. You have to see the information within yourself first before you can usually recognize it. Sometimes it's mirrored back in a skewed way of an awareness that you have about yourself from someone else. So you are intuitive. It says allows you to be a great guide and a great supporter. And then 10 on the bottom says you have great leadership skills. Your mind is sharp, and it allows you to dream up ingenious ideas, organize all the details, then direct others how to carry things out. and that forming alliances and working on things like in a team is here several times as a message. So that's what I have. Sending you so much love for your day. Bye.